do you speak? Are you a deliberate, conscious communicator, or do you run off in unending stories? Are you precise with your speech, or do you unconsciously vomit on people? It's pretty strong. That's pretty harsh, Kara. Welcome to your Daily Whisper. Ooh, this is a big E. There's no way I can explore this in 6 to 7 minutes fully, my friend, but I will tell you, let's get started anyway. As you do one thing, you do all things. We are highlighting different behaviors this week so that we can become more conscious of how we're living, so that we can pay attention to things we may be doing unconsciously to hurt ourselves and others. Today is about speech, and it is absolutely one of the top 3 subjects for me. I have been a wordsmith and really a delighter of communication my whole life. Typical Gemini. And because I have trained yoga teachers for, 15 plus years, it's become a science for me. And I want to share some of this with you. We talk a lot. We talk a lot all throughout the day. Even if you live by yourself and work in front of a computer, you are talking quite a bit. And so to become aware of why we're talking, how we're talking, what's the point of talking, can really be a game changer in our lives. And this has been so valuable for me. So when I was running Verge Yoga and I ran teacher trainings, the biggest differentiator of how we taught yoga teachers was teaching people how to cue intentionally, how to move people in and out of a yoga pose. In other words, how to communicate what you need someone to do very clearly, just enough, and not too much. And it definitely spilled over into how we were living, how we were talking to kids, how we were explaining things at work. And so there's this acronym that we use when we are teaching teachers how to teach yoga. The acronym is W.A.I.T, W-A-I-T, and it simply stands for Why Am I Talking? And so for today, I really can only leave you with this. It's very simple. When you are speaking during the day, think about weight and cross your fingers. Crossing your fingers is a visceral reminder to ask yourself the question, why am I talking? Now, that's not to say don't talk. It's just to ask yourself the question, why? Right now, I am speaking to you, communicating in 6 to 7 minutes this idea of conscious communication, of being aware of your speech. That's my goal. Sometimes we're talking without a goal, right? We've become sloppy communicators in conversations. And what happens is we just start to run off at the mouth. We add to the noise out there. So today is really just a very high level pointer, pointing to becoming aware of how you talk out there, how you're speaking, why you're speaking. Do you have an end in mind? And so this is something that when training teachers, you always want to have that end in mind. Now, it's easy when you're teaching a yoga class because the end is, the journey is bringing people in and out of a yoga pose. But when you're speaking out there in a conversation, what is the end in mind? And then getting to that end precisely, clearly, simply. And then asking yourself at some point, why am I talking? Right? Knowing. So in the end here, I told you it's a big subject, and it's not easy to deliver for me in such a short period of time because I've spent my career in this kind of communication. So I'm going to simplify this for you. Cross your fingers. Why am I talking? That doesn't mean don't talk. It just means be aware. Be more aware of the point of the conversation that you're having, or the point of what you want to express. So that's one thing. Why am I talking? The second thing is to remember what the point is. What are you trying to convey? And get there, right? Because oftentimes if we're not aware, we go off on tangents. And you know when you do that, and you know when someone else does that. Have a destination to what you want to express. This is just an exercise. It's not a have to, right? It's just, it may wake you up to a lot. I'm just telling you that. All right. That's all I have for you today. Tomorrow we're going to wrap this up. As you do one thing, you do all things. And we're going to review what we've talked about this week. It's been a biggie. This is for me anyway. Hopefully for you, there have been some good nuggets. Okay, take a look at the show notes because I have my new website for the Mental Fitness Collective there. And you can go to mentalfitnesscollective.com. Check out the brand new website I have showcasing the partners that I am working with, the wellness, mental health, fitness, performance experts that have joined together with me on a mission to share mental wellness and tools and practices to feel and perform your best. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate you. Be well.